Hello and welcome to another episode of Teeing Off. I'm McCullough. Wesley Bryan won the RBC Heritage on the weekend for his first PGA Tour win. He is the first South Carolina native to win the event, overcoming a pack of contenders. Let's see if we can recap the final round in less than 1 minute. Coming into the round, it was Jason Dufner with the 54-hole lead, trailed by Canadian Graham Dillette, searching his first PGA Tour title, and followed by Kevin Kisner. Entering the final round, 4 strokes back, Wesley Bryan reeled off 4 straight birdies on the front 9 to close that gap, adding another birdie on the 15th to take the lead at 13 under. And then there was a bunch of players all in contention. None of them could match that 13 under. There was Dufner, Dillette, Kisner, Luke Donald finished second again here. Ollie Schneiderhan's had the lead at one point. Patrick Cantlay had a chance. William McGirt had a chance. There were tons of players. None could get into the clubhouse at 13 under, and Wesley Bryan emerged as the winner. I was actually in Hilton Head for the event. It was amazing. The weather was great. The course was great. All the players seemed to be loving it, so I couldn't recommend it highly enough. I will have a video of that at some point this week, so look out for that. Now, if the name Wesley Bryan sounds familiar, he's had a breakout rookie season, but before that, Wesley and his brother were the Bryan Bros, putting golf trick shots on the internet that went viral. Here's a few.
Number one goal is playing on the PGA Tour, and that's what we've worked our entire life for. And
if you noticed Ian Poulter being a little extra ornery on the course on Sunday, that's because he was in a little bit of a tournament of his own. Poulter was in the 9th of 10 events on his medical extension, needing about $145,000 more to earn his PGA Tour card for the rest of the year. Well, Poulter finished tied for 11th. An 11-way tie for 11th. He needed a solo 12th, and he finished about $30,000 short of that tour card. He will now need to get that $30,000 this week by making the cut at the Valero, Texas Open. Ricky Fowler, Jordan Spieth, Smiley Kaufman, and Justin Thomas had their annual boys trip this past week. The week after the Masters, they head down for some golf, some booze, some sun, you name it. Seems like they did it. Here's a clip of Jordan Spieth, Smiley Kaufman, Ricky Fowler, and Justin Thomas having way too much fun.
All right, no tees today. Striper.
Oh my lord!
Not to be outdone, Gary Player probably won the entire thing with this tweet right here. Elsewhere in the world of golf, Sergio Garcia has been getting a lot of praise after his amazing Masters win, but one place he wasn't getting praise from, Padraig Harrington. You'll remember the two went toe-to-toe twice in one summer when Paddy won 2 consecutive majors. Sergio was on his heels for both of those majors. Well, Paddy had this to say about the way Sergio handled the losses. And one final note. Number 1 golfer in the world, Dustin Johnson, has committed to the Wells Fargo Championship. Of course, he withdrew from the Masters on the first tee of the event after falling down the steps and hurting his back. So, good to see that he's coming back before the next major. Alright, this week the PGA Tour is headed back to Texas with TPC San Antonio for the Valero, Texas Open. Charlie Hoffman returns to defend his title. He narrowly held off Patrick Reed down the stretch last year and will look to repeat. TPC San Antonio boasts narrow fairways with lush rough, so players are going to have to drive it straight, have their scrambling on. Should be a good week. Depending on the winds, that's going to play a big factor, as we all know. The winds in Texas can get pretty crazy. So here's a little look at the course and the field. For this week, I'm going to single out 2 players from each, the top tier in DraftKings, the middle tier, and the lower tier. My 2 players in the top tier are Adam Hadwin and Brendan Steele. My players from the middle tier, Martin Laird and Luke List. And a couple of bargains that could bode well for you this week, Matt Jones and Sung Kang. Alright, that is it for another episode of Teeing Off. Thanks for watching. I'm RJ McCullough. Enjoy the Valero Texas Open. If you're playing DraftKings or FanDuel or have any money on the event, good luck. I'll see you next week.